With the collapse of the spire of the cathedral, but also it's quite worrying personally. A lot of us here have friends who work at the press and CTV. Both those buildings have been severely damaged. There's a building about 150 metres from where I stand where there's quite a large number of people trapped in this building. That's the Pinegould Guinness building, and it's I think most of them are out. I couldn't confirm every last one was out, but basically a large crane arrived and picked up the people from a balcony high up the building because obviously they were trapped up there. They couldn't get down by lift, of course, and the stairway had collapsed.
Now we're seeing shots of the CTV building and a plume of smoke that is coming from that. And this is the terrifying thing, because if there is now fire in that rubble, it makes a chance of any rescue of someone who is still alive just so remote.
He said to me that he was on one of the top floors when the quake struck, and he understood that there were 7 people trapped up there. This was a good hour or so ago, so I'm not quite sure whether they've been able to get any people out. Obviously, the cathedral's gone as well by the sound of it.
Well, I have to say, from these pictures that are coming...
Yes, it's quite a scene round there. There's a lot of rescue workers. Sniffer dogs have arrived, and the worst, they were probably quite lucky if they went under their desks or the way they fell. But it's a scene of devastation there. There's a large number of
just extraordinary
emergency workers there.
There certainly are, and we've just had confirmed that there are more than 30 trapped. This building, words can't describe it. It has simply tipped over. One floor pancaked onto the next. It is 4 stories high. We had pictures earlier in the afternoon of a woman clinging for her life from the top story of that building. And now that we're seeing this aerial view of that building, you realise the utter terror she must have been suffering. It's just extraordinary.
Similar design right beside it that's still intact. So you'd have to wonder why this particular one collapsed. And it's, as you say, it's hard to describe. It's like it's been bombed, like a war zone too. You can hear helicopters everywhere. You can see helicopters. There are people in uniform. There's smoke. There's fires. Earlier this afternoon, there were alarms and sirens sounding. It's very much like being in a war zone.
We'll all be doing, watching these pictures, seeing the remnants of buildings that we know from Christchurch's landscape, iconic buildings that are completely destroyed.